How's it going, YouTube? Right, I've got a super fast little video for you today, having another look at one of these little CarPlay adapters that turns your wired CarPlay into wireless. I personally think in modern cars these are super useful because I've noticed a lot of cars, they've got CarPlay in them, but you still need to plug your phone in on a cable, which is a complete pain. I did mine the other day. I normally use one of these wireless adapters, but I plugged it in because I needed to charge it up. And I forgot my phone when I got out of the car, went to do my shopping, and I usually use Apple CarPlay to pay for my shopping, but I didn't have my phone, it was in the car. What I find with these wireless adapters is the phone is always in your pocket, which makes it a lot easier and a lot more convenient. The only time really I need to plug my phone in now is if I'm using the navigation and I'm going on a long trip. So what have we got today? Super basic little dongle. This one is by KinHanK or KinHanK. You can get these on Amazon. This one currently is super cheap. I think it's $39.99 on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description where you can get one of these. I personally think these are an essential item in your modern car if you're using CarPlay or an iPhone. So in the box, you don't get a lot in them. I'm not going to put it down on the bench because it is literally just a couple of things. So if I open this up, you get the dongle itself. The dongle has got a USB-A connector on it. So what else you get in the box is this USB-A to USB connector. So if you've got USB-C in your vehicle, you'll need to use this little adapter. You get a little sticky pad, so you can stick it on the dongle to stick it up out the way. And that's literally it. That's all you get in the box. There's nothing to these things at all. This particular one is quite nicely built. It feels plastic, but it's like a hard plastic. So it feels a bit better built than what a lot of the others that I've seen. We've got some little protective covers there, so I'll just pull these off. Front as well. I'll just take both of those off so it's nice and shiny. It does feel quite good quality actually. So I think now what we need to do is let's take this out to the vehicle. Let's plug it in. I've got a 2019 Hyundai Tucson. As I said, that one's got wired CarPlay on it. So let's plug in this dongle and see how to connect to it. Right, so here we are in my vehicle. This is a standard screen as it comes. You can see down in this corner it says Apple CarPlay. The reason for that is because I've already got one of these type of dongles plugged in. So if I unplug that and just cram that wire out of the way, there's no reason why I use this one over any other. They're all pretty much the same, to be fair. It all depends on the price and availability at that time. I just couldn't be bothered to take this one out because I've already stuck it up. It says My Menu now because I've unplugged it. Normally to use Apple CarPlay, I'd have to plug it into this USB down here and just leave the phone wired up. And like I said, I always seem to forget my phone when I get out of the vehicle. So what we need to do is if we take this dongle, let's plug it into where you'd normally plug your Apple CarPlay. As you can see, this little green light's come on straight away, just to show that it's powered up. And down here, now it's plugged in, it says Apple CarPlay. If I press that, there's no phone attached to it. And this is the screen that you get when it's not connected to anything. And as you can see there, it's called Smart Dongle 4139. So if I grab my phone, let's go into Bluetooth settings, down the bottom, Smart Dongle 4139, the same as it says on there. So if we connect to that, right, so now we're connected to it. If I get rid of that, we've gone in straight into there, into CarPlay. So now we're connected to our CarPlay wirelessly. So I can stick that back in my pocket. So now it'll remember these settings, and as soon as we get in the car again in the future, it'll automatically connect to the phone and we'll be well away. So let's do a little bit of a trial. If I turn everything off. Right, let's do a bit of a trial. The car's locked. I know the windows are open. It's hot today, so I don't want it getting too hot and horrible in there. So what I normally do, I've got my phone in my pocket. Let's take a walk to my car like I normally do. Let's start the ignition and everything else and see how long it takes in real time to connect to the phone. So if I'm walking up, I'll unlock the car. We'll get in. I'll press the button to start. There we are, the engine's started. Let's see how long that takes to come up. As soon as it says CarPlay, then we'll be able to connect to it. So there we are, CarPlay's up. So if I press that, now it should be connecting to my phone. There we are, it's connected, and we're all into CarPlay now. So that's how long it takes in real time to get using this system and connect to your phone. Obviously we're on the dongle, as you can see there. Right, super simple device, but like I says, these are absolutely essential in these modern cars that have wired CarPlay. It just makes your life so much easier, just making it wireless. And for the sake of 40 quid, who wants to be messing about plugging your phone in and remembering to take it out every time when you can be lazy just like me? These are literally just from Amazon, so I'll put some Amazon links down in the description. Comment anything you want to comment down below. I do like reading your comments. Subscribe for more of these things, because I'm always like putting out, and they're not really a review video. These particular ones is not really a review video, but it's just making people aware of what's out there. And if you want to see the camper build or anything like that, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you again in another video. Cheers.